And we're back.
Fighting evil by the moonlight.
Yes.
And winning love by the daylight. Never running from a real fight. For some reason, like, my mind just kind of, like, transitioned from the Sailor Moon theme song to, what if Sailor Moon had a gun?
Well, I'm sure Noct would find it hilarious. You know, I can't remember what in the hell is, in here. I think it's just the warp pot up to one of the other, I don't remember which one it is, though. I think it's one I've already activated. Oh, okay. I think it's actually... Yeah, one more token I missed. I think it's actually the one for Rusty Bucket Bay, if I'm not mistaken.
I really like the idea of just monster of the episode, and Usagi's just like, in the name of the moon, and you just hear that.
Yes.
And then nothing else.
That would be amazing.
In the name of the moon, you better stop that shit.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I don't know why I'm running all this way.
My memories of Chibi Usagi is that she was made way more obnoxious in the dub.
I believe it. Boy, do I ever believe it.
I mean, other than that, I have pretty good memories of the dub of Sailor Moon.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible.
Yeah,
look at this. The bees stop animating once you get far enough away.
Well, it's probably because the draw distance would have been like, you can't see them.
Well, no, I mean, you can see them.
I mean, on the N64, the draw distance might have been like,
Well, yeah, on the N64, they wouldn't even be there. I don't think the honeycombs would actually be there on the N64, to tell you the truth, but... I think the point at which the bees stop moving is the point at which the honeycombs would despawn. Yeah, like about here is the farthest you could see in the N64 version.
I'm also remembering how they made Haruka and Michiru cousins, and then just made it all really fucking weird because all the subtones were still there.
Yeah. But they couldn't be lesbians. Think of the children.
Instead, they were lesbian cousins.
Yes. Now, remember this? Well, we have to do it again, because we need the beak bomb.
Kissing lesbian cousins.
Wait, other way. This way! For we are now making progress. Also, possibly... I can't remember if you can get to this before the next stage, or if it's something you gotta do later. Apologies for the mumbling myself here. I'm about to explode.
Well, one of my other big memories of Sailor Moon is that Tuxedo Mask really didn't accomplish much of anything.
Yeah, he was really not good for much.
Other than standing on top of, like, street lamps and stuff.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
But I mean, I suppose if I could do that too, I would do it all the time.
Hi, Clover.
Fat, whiny kitty.
Indeed.
You're not getting enough attention in your mind? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I've seen episodes of it that you showed me, in fact, and it was pretty freaking
Intense cat petting action.
yes. It was pretty bleak, is what it was.
Would you like me to loan you my JoJo box set for your trip to Canada?
I don't think we'd have time to watch it all.
Over.
That's true. Madoka was a lot more bleak. Now, there's a box here inside which is a switch which raises the water level higher. Now this is, required, actually, to get to the painting, or the puzzle that opens Rusty Bucket Bay. But there's also another puzzle tied to this to get the last spell from Cheeto. Which, is down this way, actually, I believe.
What?
Maybe. No. This is just. I don't know what this exists for. I don't think you can actually open this grate. It just leads back to the puzzle for Mad Monster Mansion.
So fat. Isn't like Rust Bucket Bay the second to last level, basically?
Yes. It is actually the second to last level. There are no more worlds past the next level. Now, let me think. If we go back to the previous room here, which is now a lot farther down than it used to be.
God damn it, Clover, must you?
Yes, she must. It is a contractual obligation.
Here, you can go up there and bug Matt for attention instead of me.
Where the hell is that hole in the wall?
She's like, nope, you.
Need air.
Roll to seduce.
Yep, that's Clover. There we go. Okay.
I like how she'll just like, if I move my hand away, she'll foul and be like, could you not?
Okay, so let's see. In here we have things and stuff.
Jump monster.
This actually leads up to the third water level switch, which I will deal with momentarily. Gold feather and gold feather.
Why the hell are you so needy today?
There's never a point where Clover is not needy. She's just demonstrating it more today. Anyway, we hit the switch and then the water goes way up. We've got 30 seconds to get back to the entrance to Rusty Bucket Bay. I believe it is. And swim high up on the wall
So much petting. Cannot handle it. Okay, you can just flop over on my work shirt. That's cool.
Which leads us to Cheeto once more.
Hey, Matt, watch this. Over. She's like, first this.
Obviously, the best code in the game.
Okay, she's finally had enough. I still find it really strange that, like, she doesn't really wander in here very much, where she'll wander into you and GW's room, presumably because your bedroom doors are closed, and that is just not acceptable.
I guess.
That's about the only thing I can think of. Being denied just makes her want it more.
I actually don't know where the hell I'm going, except for blowing myself up. Had to do it at least once.
I just like how you just jumped right fucking into it.
But anyway, we should take this warp cauldron that I totally opened earlier and then burn it out.
I'll like take me sweet embrace of death.
Mm-hmm. Convenient rapid transit system.
Ugh, you know what I'm not looking forward to?
What?
Grinding in Mega Man Legends 2.
Yeah, you're right. Son of a bitch.
Granted, it's easier to grind Zenny in that than Legends 1, at least.
Yeah, to a point.
It's fine, I'll just spend hours on it again.
How many times can we go to Treasure Trove Cove in one episode? Let's find out.
Well, we didn't go to it in this episode.
Was it the last episode? I've
Yes.
honestly forgotten at this point. All the trips into Treasure Trove Cove are starting to blur together. Here, have some eggs.
I'm also trying to decide if I should play classic Resident Evil before I play remake.
I don't know.
I probably should play the classic one so everybody can appreciate remake more.
I guess it would be good to show off the differences. Now, let's see, gold feathers. 3 guesses what this code does, and the first 2 don't count.
I feel like everybody should be subjected to the first game's voice acting too.
There is also that.
It's just made me think of Resident Gigolo recently. I remember that.
I don't.
Somebody splicing Resident Evil sound clips together to sound like a bad porn. Jill, let's do it. I'm sure I can still find it.
Probably so. Pardon me while the action pauses for a moment. I'm trying to open an airhead and not having a whole lot of success. There we go.
I wish green apple candy tasted like actual green apples. At least banana-flavored candy not tasting like bananas has an excuse. Also, seeing the crab made me think of a Half Genie Hero comes out this year sometime.
Eventually.
Isn't there a crab transformation?
I don't know.
To the Googles. Pretty sure it does. It does in fact have a crab transformation.
That was the most adorable crab ever.
I don't know, I think I like some of the other designs better. Like the first one. Crab battle.
Here we go. Arguably the toughest stage in the game. The water in this stage is lethal. It sucks your air down twice as fast, and you don't you lose air even when your head is not below the surface.
Which doesn't make any sense, but you know, what do I know about physics and all that?
The idea is you're swimming in what is mostly oil and gasoline and diesel fuel.
How would that keep you from breathing with your heads above the water?
Fumes.
Fair enough.
So this window, which is breakable, as always.
I feel like it wouldn't take away your air twice as fast if you submerge yourself in it, though, but...
Something, I don't know. It's a thing.
Look, I think about these kind of things, right?
It's usually me making these arguments. Haven't had one of those nail me in a while. There's something else in here.
Notes.
I was thinking besides the notes, but I can't recall what. I think it's mostly just the notes. If I can get back on dry land.
Right through the floor.
Of course.
Fish don't seem very bothered by it, though.
They are monster fish. Magical monster fish. Possibly created by Gruntilda. Or they're mutants. You know, one or the other. Chill the fuck out.
Want monsters? Like, absolutely not. Ugh.
I guess that's it.
Yep.
I do still need to figure out how to get out of here, but I guess we're swimming out. You can kind of get around this by jumping across the surface instead of swimming, but it's not as helpful as you might think.
kind of silly that it doesn't actually start regenerating air until you're on flat surface.
Oh, you're gonna love this part, Alex. Fucking snacker again.
Shark's okay too.
Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? That appears to be a dolphin. There's a joke about douching here, but I'm not gonna make it.
Smells like tuna.
You're a life preserver. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing the opposite of this.
I like how fun it was.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense, because aren't those, like, wood?
Yeah. Those are not inflatable. There are inflatable ones, but these are not they.
I was gonna say, I've been hit by a life preserver before, and those things fucking hurt.
I don't know if they're necessarily made of wood, but they're definitely made of some solid, buoyant material.
That's why I figured it was like lacquered wood or something like that.
I'll take that, thank you.
All I remember is that it hurt a lot.
Actually, there's no point in collecting the remainder of the honeycomb pieces from this point on, because as I pointed out at the beginning of the game, the honeycombs I collect from this point out won't actually add to my total. My health bar is actually full. There are 6 extra honeycombs as part of the tutorial.
You'd think they'd just give you another health bar. Couldn't have been that hard.
I mean, you would think that, but apparently they decided it was that hard, so they didn't. I'm about to get my ass munched. That's stellar. Fantastic, even. How do I get out of here? Okay. Goodbye.
Through the hole that the shark could easily have followed you through.
Yeah, funny how that works, isn't it? And next time on Radical Bromance, maybe we will not drown. We'll find out. That'd be a lot of fun.